Well, a very good afternoon, and the warmest of welcomes I extend to all, and welcome along here on behalf of the good team at EVES to our auction room. Of course, to our owners, may extend a hand of gratitude for entrusting the exceptional team here at EVES with the marketing of your very fine properties. It certainly has been a great privilege presenting to you a trinity of offerings in our catalogue for your consideration, but more importantly, your competition here today, folks. Leading our auction team, we're joined by our company director, Mr. Tony Grindle, our branch manager, the absolutely fabulous Nikki Tracy, and the wonderful Natasha Allen. Well, this fine lady, she will be displaying feats of both numerical and technological dexterity, as Natasha's in charge of the all-important bidding sequences we will see on screen beside me here. The astute among you will know by now that Louis MacDonald is my name, and it's an absolute pleasure to be conducting proceedings, but more simply here in the capacity to guide you good folk on your journey to ownership. Now, bidders and buyers throughout the campaign, our lead agents for the properties in question, well, they will have furnished you with documentation which will aid in your purchasing decision here this afternoon. Among that documentation, they will have supplied you with a copy of the Real Estate Authority's approved guide to sale and purchase agreements. They will also have supplied you with a copy of the auction terms and particulars from which we work. And to those terms and particulars I shall take you now, good folk, as we run through the conduct of auction. Come as no surprise to you that owners, will they offer up the property subject to those confidential written reserve prices. Subject to those reserve prices being reached, I'm permitted to sell the property to the highest bidder among you. Our owners, will they have granted me that exclusive right as auctioneer to place bids on their behalf. That is what we refer to as the vendor bid. Any vendor bids that I do place will then be clearly identified to as such. Ironically, I shall use the term vendor bid. Any vendor bids I do place, well, they will only ever occur well below that reserve price where the property is clearly not for sale. Now, bidders and buyers around the room, you may see a number of agents bidding by telephone. I implore you to bid and counter bid with the utmost of confidence, knowing that all the relevant authorities have been completed for them to do so. Bidders and buyers, as auctioneer, I may execute my right to refuse a bid. If I do not deem it to be in the best interests of our owners, if a dispute during the bidding happens to arise, I shall simply arbitrate that dispute. Alas, I shall be your numerical conductor throughout the sweet symphony of the bidding. Follow my lead along to the grand finale of the call, which will be signified with the cause of beat of my gavel coming down the rostrum like so. If you so happen to find yourself in that very fortunate position of holding that highest bid, well, congratulations, you are deemed to be our purchaser. Your obligations are therefore twofold. Sign your name on the memorandum of contract and pay a deposit of an easy 10% of the purchase price. Bidders and buyers, those are your obligations for the conduct of auction. At this juncture, it would be ample if you do have any questions pertaining to the conduct of auction. Jolly good. Well, I shall take from your silence that you're as comfortable with these terms as I am, as we look toward our very first offering of today. Brought to the rostrum by Mr. Carl Leafley. Carl brings for your consideration number 2 at 50 Riverside Drive of Riverside, more formally described as the vendor's rights and interests pursuant to the attached resource consent AUT 00614901003, being the resource consent, and the vendor's fixtures situated on the resource consent area defined on Northern Regional Council Plan number 4559, including a boat shed, associate piles and walkway as described in the resource consent. Vacant possession, well, it is an offer on that settlement date described as 10 working days from the date of this agreement. Bidders and buyers, I point to your attention clause 23 regarding the transfer of ownership of resource consent, which you'll find in the further terms of the agreement. Further to that, I do note to you that the deletion of clause 9 of the general terms being the vendor warranties. Furthermore, bidders and buyers, I do note to you that the vendor solicitor has made a last-minute update to the terms and particulars of sale, being some deletions of the general terms. These deletions relate to the lodging of electronic record of sale with the Land Information New Zealand, transfers of title, matters concerning new title provisions, unit titles, titles, boundaries and requisitions, GST, residential withholding tax, supply of going concerns. These deletions are relevant to the sale of residential land and dwellings and are not relevant to the transfer of resource consent. Copies are available on that side table just there. Furthermore, we look toward our offering here. Bidders and buyers, before you is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to acquire a sought-after piece of Whangarei maritime history. The offering, part of the iconic collection that embraces the beautiful Whangarei River, Boatshed 6149 is a rustic statement of style featuring native wood and classic corrugated iron construction. Perfectly situated as a boat shed and workshop, it could also be a truly inspirational studio to paint or to write an inspirational piece, a peaceful retreat to relax and enjoy, or just an inner city boat hull. Be the envy of all up and down the Whangarei River with the beautifully crafted 19th century bank story cod boat that is included in the sale. Resource consent also includes a mooring of approximately 6 by 3 metres together with the mooring block and associated mooring piles. Resource consent is now renewed to July 2053, which most certainly makes this the opportunity, the purchase, the pleasure of a lifetime. Bidders and buyers, I am simply in your hands as I look for that opening bid. That fair place to start. What do we see value for number 2 at 50 Riverside Drive? I'm in your hands, bidders and buyers. What do we say, go? A little bit more than that would be good. It's not where we start, it's where we end. It's a public auction, not a silent auction. What do we see value? Here to work with you, bidders and buyers. Start me away. If you're looking for a hint on value from the auction here.
$40,000.
At $40,000, nice to meet you and good to see you on the telephone at $40,000. Happy to move in tens from here straight to 50, but at 40,000 at the back of the room on the telephone, looking for that 50 moves forward from here. But at 40,000 on the telephone, looking for 50 to move us forward where we see value. At 50, into you, sir, to face in the race now. Welcome into you, sir. There's the competition at 50. And I move straight to 60 on you on the telephone, but 50 here, both at the back of the room, but in front. At $50,000 neat and even, and I look for that 60 to move us forward from here. Everyone else, welcome to join it in a stage.
60,000.
At 60,000, bidded as it lands and stands on the telephone there at $60,000. Neat at 60 and looking for 70 now. Move us forward to 70, sir. Just buffering. At 60. Five. At 5. Short my stride and cut me down the middle of 5. Put your back in front of the do. It's a good place to be. Now at 65. That makes the retort even easier. What's good for the goose, good for the gander. 70 would be your return. But at 65, I have with the gentleman here. Predominantly against you, Jules, on the telephone with the gentleman here at 65, and everyone else in the room is welcome to join in at any stage. At 65 now, first call then.
70,000.
At 70,000, just in the nick of time at 70,000. And 75 we go, sir. Can I say that on your behalf, sir? At 70,000 with Jules on the telephone, looking for that 75 to move us forward from here. First call then at 70,000. Second call. Third. Just raised your hand at the wrong time there, Angie. Third and final call. If I see no further bidding, I'll simply pause the auction, have a conversation with Jules on the telephone, see if we can't get her across the line. Just checking. Very well, auction is live and paused. We'll be back with an update with you in but a moment. Thank you for your patience in advance. Thank you very much for your patience, folks. Sometimes these matters can take a little bit of time, as you can imagine, with the sale of a lifetime. Bidders and buyers, I can reveal to you that I make it abundantly clear we are on the market. Our bid now lands at 75,000. And confirmed on the nod. On the telephone, we are on the market, and I sell away to the gentle party on the telephone for the want of a better bidder offer. At this stage, I'm happy to move advance of a mere 1,000. If it's there, is 76 the number to be. Otherwise, I sell here at 75. First call. Jump in whenever you like. Second call, a mere 500 would put you in for the winning. Third and final. Otherwise, I shall take your silence as consent to proceed. For it is going. It is going. It is gone and sold. Congratulations to our owners, best of luck with your new endeavours. To our purchasers, I wish you many happy memories at the boat shed. And well done, Paul, on a stellar campaign. Thank you very much for your attendance for lot 1. Furthermore, we look to our second offering of today's proceedings, brought to the rostrum by Richard Lyon and Morgan Tunstall. They bring for your consideration 22 Erin Street of Tikkipunga, more formally described as an estate freehold in Belgium, is some 764 square metres more or less, as we said. In lot 2, 0 deposit plan 51161, fully contained and described on that record, title volume NA5A. Folio 1449 of the North Auckland Land Registry. Vacant possession, well, it is on offer to you on that settlement date described as 15 working days from the date of this agreement. The offering conveniently located in the family-friendly neighbourhood of Tikkipunga within close proximity to schools and childcare facilities, saving time on commutes, enhancing daily convenience, providing wonderful educational facilities nearby to home for the young learners. The standout feature of the home is most certainly the polished timber floors, giving that golden hue as the sun glistens throughout those patio doors, providing that all desired, that semblance, that symbiosis of indoor-outdoor flow. Onto the spacious, sheltered outdoor patio, the perfect place for hosting gatherings, a barbecue, or simply enjoying a gin and tonic in the afternoon sun. Ample storage is throughout the home, benefiting families that need that space. And of course, the separate laundry there, well, that will certainly take a load off your mind. Exuding potential, the offering allows for further enhancements to be made whilst adding value. The purchase is not just a home, but quite probably a savvy investment for you indeed. You've seen how it goes, bidders and buyers. I'm simply in your hands. I look to you now for that opening bid, that fair place to start. Where do we see value for 22 Erin Street?
470.
At 470, and welcome into you, sir, at 470,000, and welcome into you, the very best of luck to you, sir. At 470,000, and what say you? Where do we go from here at 470? I'll happy to travel along in 20s. Is it 490 to move us forward? But at 470 I have, and 490 I look for. Mere 20 on the rise to put you in front with my lamplighter.
490.
At 490, and good to see you, nice to meet you, and there's the competition. Put yourself back in front with a 20 at 510 if you like, sir. But at 490, here we are, and 510 would be the step to be to put you in front.
510.
Obligingly bid, sir. At 510. At 510, do we say 530 would be the retort? It's just like tennis, and I think it's your serve, and all the nodding can be done. Well done, sir. There at 530, and do we go 550 on your behalf? But at 530 over here.
540.
540. Could it be down in the middle with a 10, but I'll accept it because you've been a good sport. At 549. 549, 550 now would be the return.
Yep.
550. And 60 do we say, sir?
Yep.
At 69. Shoot to 70. At 60 with the gentleman here. First call with the gentleman, I have to be fair. Second call. Third and final at 560. A mere 5 would put you in front. Little 5. At 560 with you. If I see no further bidding, I'll simply pause the auction and have a conversation. First call with the gentleman. Second call. Third and final. Jolly good. Auction is live and paused. I'll have a conversation with our lead bidder, but I'll patience, folks. I confirm the bid as it stands is at 570,000 on the nod and accept it there at 570,000. Our owners has said to me, Louis, has a little bit more work to do. At this juncture, I'm happy to chase down a mere 5,000 to put you at 5 3/4. 575 would be the bid to be, and then we can have a conversation with our owners, see if we can get you across the line. But at 570 with the gentleman here, can I say 575 on your behalf? Otherwise, I pass it and you enter that valley of shadows known as the conditional market. First call with the gentleman here at 570,000. Second call. Third and final. Well, Richard, it seems that they would rather speak to you than me, but I can't blame them for a moment, but I will let you know I do take rejection very personally indeed. Thank you for your bidding today, folks, and the best of luck with your future endeavours. Accordingly, we look towards lot number 3, again brought to the market by Morgan Tunstall and Richard Lyon. They bring for your consideration number 10, Fairburn Street of Whangarei, more formally described as an estate in freehold, enveloping a some 701 square metres more or less, as we say, being lot 5-8, deposit plan 80122, fully contained and described on that record of title volume NA 360, folio 564. Vacant possession, well, it is on offer to you on that settlement date described as 90 days plus 6 working days after the date of this agreement to allow for the current tenancy to vacate. The offering here features a trinity of well-appointed bedrooms, ensuring that there is plenty of space for the family and guests. The spacious bathroom and kitchen areas provide both that functionality and that comfort. Additionally, the lounge layout provides an ease of living for family life, elevated in position to allow natural light to effortlessly spill throughout the home. Neutral decor throughout the home serves as that blank canvas, allowing you to create your own personal style and allow the creation of a warm and inviting atmosphere of your very own home. With a heat pump in place, you can enjoy the year-round comfort, the coziness of winter, and a cool escape during the summer months. Offering a generously proportioned section, whether you have green thumbs and envision a wonderful garden, or simply adding outdoor living spaces to enjoy the ample land area, provides endless possibilities to you. A convenient location near North Tech and various amenities simplifies your daily life. Easy access to educational institutions, the shopping centres and essential services. For the astute investor among you, the potential appraisal of up to some $520 a week could provide a healthy yield indeed. Bidders and buyers, a wonderful offering for your consideration. I simply welcome your participation. Where do we see value here? At number 10, Fairburn Street. Looking for your cash and unconditional interest. Go around the room 3 times to give you that opportunity to register your interest by way of your bidding. First call, second, third and final. We're not here to delay the ambitions of those outside the room or get in their way. I can reveal that the property has been priced at $445,000. Interest in 10 Fairburn Street. Come and see Morgan and Richard. They're more than happy to assist you on your journey to ownership. Well, that concludes our auction today at EVES. Thank you so much for your attendance. The good team here at EVES are more than happy to assist you on your journey buying and selling. Have a very good afternoon.